Hello, this is Professor Paul Gruhn, and welcome to the third video for Database for Web Apps. This is course number CSC230 at Manchester Community College. We're using Larry Ullman's book, Visual Quickstate Guide for mySQL. And by now, hopefully you've completed the first two assignments in Module 1, and that's the communication assignment. And then second, the just show me that you have my SQL Server up. You can see by the screen that I have my command window up and running. I'm at Program Files, MySQL Server 5.6/bin. First thing I want to do, if you can always use this CLS command at the DOS prompt, and that'll clean your screen up if you have any junk there. And then what I'm going to do is issue a MySQL show -u root -p. And then I'm going to type in my cat's name, 123, and we know SQL is kind of up and running. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to go quickly through the assignment for Chapter 2. And it's going to start at page 39, and there's a handout with the assignment, a Word document, that basically what I would like you to do is to fill in screenshots, issue the commands, and fill in screenshots. So, and then all along the way, you'll do the command, fill in a screenshot. So, Chapter 2, it says go to this prompt. It says go ahead and you can do the CLS command, clear the screen, and then go mySQL admin -u root -p, and then we want to issue the version command. It's going to prompt me for my cat's name. Make a screenshot of that and plug it into the Word doc. Next, clear the screen and replace the word version with the word status. Make a screenshot of that and plug it into the Word document. Then do it again and replace status with the word ping. And you'll see MySQL is alive. MySQL D is alive, which is good. Replace it with a --help, and you get the help screen. Make a screenshot of that. And you've just issued some of the key commands to make sure that MySQL is up and running from the administrator. And if you notice, up here with the help command, there's a lot of other commands that can in fact be issued to do various administrative functions. There's another chapter later on in the book that explains a lot of these in more detail. I'm going to take a look, and I see right here there's a word called variables. So if I just do variables like that, and there's a whole lot of variables that are available, and you can see that's there. So basically, you want to tread lightly. The worst thing that could happen is you might have to reinstall that. But you can take a look. You can drop a database, debug. You'll learn about creating a database. You'll learn about changing passwords, killing processes, shutting down, and things like that. So there's a lot of commands that the help command will point you to. It might actually be a good idea to take this and cut and paste this into a Word doc, and then you can have it as a nice little cheat sheet. Now what you do is moving along. Down at point number 12 on the homework assignment, we're going to talk about the MySQL client. MySQL -u root -p. And this is different than running administrator commands. Now notice that you have a MySQL prompt. That means you're now in the application itself, and then you can start issuing doing application commands. And at this point here, that puts us basically up to page 45. So already we've gone from page 39 to page 45. Read through the pages, follow along. Don't just do it based upon the Word document, and make sure you understand, and go ahead and play around and try out a couple of other things along the way. Now that you're in SQL, point number 15 in the homework says issue the SQL command show databases. All commands need a semicolon at the end of it when you're in SQL to actually execute. So I hit enter, there's the databases. Watch what happens and then make a screenshot of this, and then you'll be able to move on. Or actually then it says go ahead and do a use test semicolon, and then databases changed. So now that means basically we're now in the test database. Now, remember I said about the semicolon? Watch what happens. I'm going to go show and hit enter. Notice that nothing executed. And then I'm going to go show. Now I want to type in another part of that command, and I hit enter. Nothing happened. So you can actually type in multiple segments of a single command, and this becomes really helpful when you're dealing with long SQL statements. Then once I hit the semicolon and I hit enter, oh, I didn't like that. So let's go show. Oh, do you know what happened was I didn't type the word right. Show databases. There we go. I actually typed show database, and I should have said show databases. Notice that show databases semicolon is on 3 lines, and show databases, there it is on 1 line. Simple, short little commands. 1 line is most of the time what you'll do, but the command doesn't become alive based upon your hitting enter. The command becomes active and gets executed after you hit the semicolon and then enter. Now we're at page 46 in the book, and what we can do is we're going to create a database, and we're going to call it alpacas. Now, it's not letting me create that database because I already have it. And matter of fact, I should have seen that on my show databases. Another command you'll learn, and you can try this on that, is drop alpacas. Drop alpacas, or drop database. Now, if I do a show databases, you'll see that alpacas is not there. Now I can do a create a single database called and then I can do show databases. It really helps if I spell things right. Chow is not a SQL word. And you'll find that in a lot of cases that mySQL is not case sensitive. So this basically gets you up to page 47, 48, and 49 in Chapter 2. The homework handout, the Word document, then says take a look at page 50, number 3, page 50, number 4 and 5, page 52, number 6, 7, and 8. Issue those commands and then give me screenshots for each one. Then on the last page, now is your main assignment. What I'd like you to do is, first of all, you have to be logged in as root. And by now, at the end, you will have logged out, and then logged in has, I think, llama. And what will happen is exit out, log in as root, and then create a database or two of your own, create a user of your own, and issue the full management privileges for that grant, full management privileges for that user. And then log in, has the new user, and then show the grants. There's examples for doing that on pages 52, 49 to 52. Then just do your own. But come up with your own database. Maybe even call it, your name database or Acme database or Roadrunner database. Come up with a fun name or something like that. I do want to warn you that if you create a database and you put data in it and then you drop a database, you will lose all your data. So you're going to want to learn how to export your database to a separate file to keep it as a backup. And I'm sure if you just did a simple look in the index, it's in the book. We're going to get to that later. But play around with Chapter 2. And once you've got Chapter 2 happening and you've got all your screenshots and you've done your assignment, go ahead and start reading Chapter 3. Honestly, you're going to need to read Chapter 3 about 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times to really wrap your arms around it. And what I'd like you to be thinking about on Chapter 3 is what types of examples for a one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many database relationships. Can you come up with some examples of when you might set that up for tables? Okay, so I hope this is the second version of this video. I hope this time I actually had my audio on. So looking forward to a great semester, and hopefully everybody's got SQL up and running and get this homework done by Wednesday or Thursday.